Happy New Year.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Happy Chrysler. How was it, friends? How did you change for good?
No.
Adam, you didn't change for good.
Swim in the rivers of the Navi. There was no other Christmas movies that came out.
There was no. There was The Housemaid. The Housemaid and
The
SpongeBob.
Housemaid comes out in January.
Yeah.
Did they move it? Because the trailer said December 19th.
Oh, maybe it did. I don't know.
Girl, you saw it already.
I saw it 2 months before it dropped.
Jordan.
Great movie. Yikes.
Jasmine, I saw it like 5 months ago.
I saw it at CinemaCon last year.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, hey, in my defense, CinemaCon swinging around again. I wonder what we're gonna watch this year.
Yeah, I need to find a way there. Anyways,
you just apply like any other.
Well, then I need to go do better research on a link.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know that. I'll fill out an application now.
Yeah.
I'll fill out every type of application except a new job application. That's crazy.
Happy New Year to you, I guess. Anyway, speaking of New Year, we got new things happening. Most specifically, the Critics' Choice Awards happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fine.
There were really no shocks. It was just exactly what we thought.
You know what it was? I wasn't, Sinners walked away with 4. I think
4 out of 5, right?
Yeah, 4 out of 5. What is it? Oh my god, the freaking battle. The one battle after another, I think walked away with 2 or 3. K-pop Demon Hunters walked away with the 2 we knew it was going to walk away with. And then everyone else. Yeah, he got 1. The 1 for that movie.
Shout out to his other half. He literally thanked her in the speech, Kylie.
What do you?
Oh yeah, he did.
How do I respond?
I didn't realize that they've been together for 3 years till he said that.
Like as soon as her and Travis broke up, like he was in there like swimwear.
I think she was in there. I don't think it was him.
In a lot
I think
of
it was her. Wow, you really just stopped the conversation with that one.
She is what it is. The Kardashian or Jenner.
But I wasn't disappointed with I think what happened for Critics' Choice. I felt like most got like the respect I would have expected. Like I don't think Sinners, for example, got like snubbed for anything.
Other than that Variety article when it first dropped.
No, we're never letting that go. I mean, even the homegirl in her monologue, she said
I'm glad she brought
Variety.
that shit up. I'm so glad that she brought that up.
We are never letting that shit. The woman who wrote it, when she writes a new article, they'll be like, "Oh, y'all know that's that same woman who wrote that Variety article on Sinners."
Oh, she's never letting it go.
Because she wrote something about Marty Supreme, and people were like, nothing to say about this one like Sinners, huh?
What sucks is, that wasn't her that probably made that title. It was her editor.
Yeah, it had to go through multiple chains of command. It's not a one-person fault type of thing. But Variety as a whole, y'all fucked up because Black people never let it go. We will be 10 years from now. Ryan Coogler will be dropping some docu-series movie, and they'll be like, "So Variety, what about this one not making the budget back, huh?"
He's got a movie coming out this year, doesn't he?
He's working on is it X-Files reboot and then Black Panther 3. He said Black Panther 3 is I think the next movie. X-Files is a TV show.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited for him. He's
You guys saw Jordan Peele is being rumored to be directing some Marvel movie of some sort, and of course everybody has one.
Blade.
The black person's gotta do the black movie, huh?
Okay, but hold on, because this goes back to Denzel Washington's speech of there's a reason why we need to do it. And it's not because of skin, it's because of culture. There is just something about the culture that other people will not be able to do or to make sense of. So there is a rhyme and a reason behind it. I'm not going to go out there and do an Indian movie because I don't understand the cultural significance. It would be farcical.
No, that's 100%. It's just funny because Jordan Peele, they're like, okay, Jordan Peele's done horror stuff, so yeah, he must be doing.
Also that.
Can we just accept that Blade is in the same league as GTA 6? Like, it's never coming out. It's never coming out.
I think that there would be fanfics.
Jasmine's like, I've heard that reference.
You said you think there'll be fanfics?
I think that fanfics of Blade would come before, like, web developers make a bootleg GT.
I mean, there was a fanfic of Blade already.
Twilight.
No, somebody that we know has made a Blade short movie, technically.
Oh, yeah, King Vader did make
Vader
a
made one.
Blade short film.
Those are
that's not fanfic.
That ain't
When she says fanfic, she's talking about Tumblr. She's talking about like that type of fanfic.
I wasn't. I was thinking about high like falutin high.
Never mind. I thought we were talking about.
I love me some Vader. I almost said his real name. I love me some Vader. I do. It's not.
She said not that though.
Not that though. His has like a little bit of like making fun of itself in his videos, and I don't like that. Like, it's the same thing with, and again, I love my boy Irving, but there's a little bit of comic edge to it, and I just want a straight play. I don't need a musical. You know what I mean?
You do have a thing about that because.
What? I'm so sorry. Both of you are insulting me at the same time. What happened?
I'll go last.
He said something about straight and gay.
I said, why does the play have to be straight? Why can't it be gay?
Anyway, Jordan, what were you saying?
I was going to say, you do have a thing about that because I know you talked about, like, for example, Real Rejects, even though it works, you're like, I don't like the debilitating part that comes with the word rejects.
Yeah, I don't like being like when Sty was working for them and they were like, you're a reject now. I was like, I revoke that. No, I'm an employee. Yeah. I don't want to be
which I don't know if that's even better.
It's arguable.
So, a question that I have for you guys, what is your biggest goal like for 2026 for your career or your movie going experience or whatever? Do you have a top movie for the year? Jasmine, obviously, probably a top premiere, maybe a premiere.
Yeah,
I'll just speak in the universe.
That's a really, really good question. I forget the name. The movie, not necessarily the premiere that I'm excited for, is that UFO one we just got the title of. Yes, Disclosure Day. As far as films go, just because I know nothing about that film, I am very excited for Disclosure Day. For premieres, Spider-Man. I think that one's going to be, as far as premieres go, Disney kind of puts its whole, especially for Marvel Disney, they put their whole premiere OC into those, and they're just
Sony
really
too. Remember,
fun.
this is a Sony technically premiere because it's Sony owned.
Sony be like, we own it, but y'all do all the work though.
Till they do something they don't want them to do, and then Sony's like,
For sure.
Oh, wait, both of you would be proud of me last night.
I doubt it.
First off. Second off, during the podcast I was recording last night with some people I was invited to.
You could say their names. Say their names. Say their fucking names.
They you'll see it. They called two people to be in the live action Spider-Man like next one as Gwen and Miles, and I rebutted that to the high heavens.
Probably Stranger Things actors, aren't they?
Caleb and Sadie.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And I lost my mind, and I was just like, yeah, Caleb is Miles.
Dumb?
Is not gonna happen. He's like, he's perfect. I said to no Puerto Rican. To no Puerto Rican.
That casting is going to be, we're going to circle back to that. That casting is going to be one that nobody will be happy about. I guarantee
No, there are plenty of biracial little black boys, biracial little Hispanic boys that are perfect and that will make people happy. People just don't.
Agreed.
They're just
so
dicks.
my question with that though, Jasmine, are they like non-necessarily known? Because I would love for Marvel to go back to non-necessarily known actors, but like I feel like they tackle popular names so much these days.
The
Is
problem
part of the problem.
they're gentlemen whom you don't associate with
With
one
superhero.
with superheroes. They are well-known people, but once you see them, be like, oh damn, he wasn't that. Oh shit, like that's that. What do I know him from? Like it's one of those. So this Miles Morales would be building their career.
Okay, because what I feel like is going to happen is it'll either be they're the right mix. There'll be Puerto Rican black, but too light, or
I'm so tired.
Well, that's why I said that no one will be happy though, because you will get the okay, well he's too light skinned, or you'll get the well you didn't get an actual like biracial Puerto Rican.
Literally what we are. We just are deluded.
I know
one way
but that's what I'm saying. It's why the animation, the live action pipeline is so agitating, because people will be like, well, he doesn't look the part.
Literally
Also,
black and Puerto Rican right fucking here. This is what I am.
I don't disagree, but I just because I remember in 2022 people arguing of like he specifically needed to be black, Puerto Rican, but also not light skinned, and I was like, that's so very specific though.
I'm so sorry. The second summer hits, bitches, I'm dark as fuck. I'm so sorry. It's winter. It's come.
He said, I'm sorry. Also, Adam,
thank you, Adam. Can we
stop distracting the situation. What's your thing for 2026? I just want to
build it up again. Adam. I want to make sure that that 2026.
She wants Adam to be the most used word.
Adam.
Are we good?
Yeah, thank you for distracting from the actual topic I had it on. What are you excited for 2026? I know she put Spider-Man. You said Spider-Man.
I did. I didn't say my career goals though, but that's okay.
Nothing. Just the year. Just what it has for me. I mean, it's not. I don't have. I'm not setting goals. I'm not. It's just.
Don't lie to yourself.
Singular fucking goal.
Don't lie to yourself. Okay, so what happened to that? So I'm going to call you out. What happened to that post about?
I know what you're going to say. There's no goals attached to that. It's a matter of just doing the behavior. And
yeah, then say that. Then say that.
That's a fucking goal, my guy.
It's a behavior, not a goal.
To continue the behavior so that you can get the goal.
So Adam said when he got to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, he would be posting long form. What's your thoughts on long form? Like, what are you doing? Like a video a week, a video a month?
Long form is coming. There'll be a video a month. But there's a different thing I'm doing that involves all that work. That's something else. But yeah, long form is coming. It'll be once a month.
That's the answer. Thank you.
It's just in the work. I mean, it's just normal.
Adam.
There's no goal.
Adam. I'm just gonna keep saying Adam, so it's the most used word. For me, I want to get off of the hamster wheel. As far as posting videos, I want to actually feel like I'm building towards something. I feel like last year was a lot of like I'm posting just to keep up with everybody. As far as like what I'm most excited for, I know my top movie for the year is The Odyssey. If for whatever reason I could get to work with Universal for that, it'd be amazing.
That's the fucking premiere. That my outfit for The Odyssey.
I was about to say Athena inspired or Aphrodite inspired. Who you going with? Sorry, I just assumed.
Cersei, motherfucker. I want an outfit. I want my outfit to be so fucking fly, but it's not the outfit, it's the purse. And my purse will be a man in a pig suit. I will have him on a leash, okay? Y'all don't know Cersei.
Cersei episode of Percy Jackson was very, very good.
She turned people into pigs?
Yeah. Not a pig, but a pig of sorts. Of the guinea variety. Guinea pigs.
Child's play. Was that what it was, Jordan? Is that what you meant by of the guinea variety?
I just want to make sure it didn't go over anybody's head. But Percy Jackson, actually, it's not getting as much attention as I feel like it maybe could have, but
because it's boring.
I'm enjoying it. I think it's quite.
I'm enjoying it.
I think it wasn't enjoyable. I just said it was boring. It's mid-level compared to everything else that's out right now. Oh, were those conflicting thoughts? I just think that when Percy Jackson came out the first time, we were totally psyched and hype on the fact that it was like, oh, we're getting it again, like our childhood, the nostalgia was there to keep us afloat. But now it's just too much
because
time.
Disney's spending all their time and money. They're so busy right now promoting Doomsday, this small movie that nobody's going to go see, might do 100K. They're really trying to make sure this thing like at least hits budget.
I mean, shit, we got Wonder Man coming out. Ain't nobody talking about it. Like,
Ain't nobody talking about it. I
tell you
appreciated your video on it. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, first of all, I think I got some praise.
Your video on it was very good. I was saying that, like, you know, because people aren't promoting Wonder Man right now like that. Both of you actually have made videos on it. I have not. I need to do better.
Adam made a video
about what? Just like whenever we got like trailers and stuff along the way, like he's been like, why are we not talking about one? No, not even trailer reaction. He doesn't do trailer reactions. But like whenever Doomsday was being talked about, he was like,
sheep.
He would, first of all, don't bash my views. But yeah, he was just like, everybody's talking about Doomsday, but like Wonder Man's coming out next month. Like,
and then literally Daredevil, Punisher's right before Spider-Man, and we still have Spider-Man. Like,
do you guys read comics?
No.
I would like to read more. I don't.
Can I just?
You can.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this. I do Koi socials. There is a. It's about the Punisher. It's about the Punisher.
Never would have guessed.
I swear to God. So every week he reads like 40 to 50. Y'all, Adam fell asleep. He reads 40 to 50 comics. It's great. There is an issue. Last week's issue of the Punisher is the sexiest. Oh, I deleted it. It's the sexiest fucking Punisher cover. It looks like porn. It straight up looks like porn. So it's like, it's the Punisher and he's like tied up on chains and shit, and he's shirtless, and you got the Kingpin just like with his cigar, just like eyeing him from the back. But the thing that makes it so sexy is that his chest hair is in the shape of the skull. Like, you know how the Punisher, like his shirt, it's got the skull on it? His chest hair is the fucking skull. I saw that and I was like, you didn't even read it, Koi, did you? You just said this is
what the fuck would Frank get his chest hair shaved in the shape of the skull, brother?
If it's shaved, I don't know if it's like shadow or what.
It was probably like, just done for the cover aspect, but what the fuck?
But like you gotta look at it. You gotta like see it, you know?
It sounds like you had a really great time with that cover. It sounds like it was.
And what I love, what I adore, is it really pays tribute to my idea of judge a fucking book by its cover. If it's a good book, that is my first impression. My first impression of you is your cover. The spine is second. But my like cover image, it's important. Put some money on the cover.
So we know when Jasmine's book comes out that cover is gonna have about a third of the budget.
Hieroglyphic. That's just it's gonna catch you like a Sarah, like a what is that Lisa Frank? It's gonna catch you like a Lisa Frank. That shit is gonna be bold. I hope it is anyway. I put a lot of effort.
Oh, that is so funny.
Sorry, someone was talking.
Yeah, welcome, by the way. I don't think we've ever even like introduced this podcast in like the last 4 months. We're the Media MCs. If you have enjoyed the last 15 minutes of absolute nonsense, 18. You should definitely consider subscribing.
Cheers, friends.
Oh, we're all taking a sip.
Are you guys drinking from cans?
Oh. We're not drinking from Modelo bottles. Oh wait, it wasn't a Modelo. I forgot what it was. It was something else. Ah, yes.
Special, right?
Oh gosh, I love you guys. I'm Jay Phrygian, that's the official Megs. This is Jasmine Paige Moore. I forgot to say that too. We're not good at this. But happy 2026.
Anyways, I'm surprised that she's gonna type and it's just gonna.
Anyways,
JP Morgan over here. So, anyways. How have we gone 15 minutes without talking about Stranger Things?
Because you can't.
The biggest thing that happened.
No, it's not. It is, but I feel like so here's my thing. As an outsider looking in, because Jasmine actually caught up and then watched everything as well. I refused.
I talked to Coy about this. I talked to Coy about exactly what you're about to say. May I? I know. I'll let you guys
so
talk.
I just as an outsider looking in who does not watch Stranger Things, I just season 4 was so big and everybody was spoiling so hard and then telling me to go watch it as they told me what happened at the end of season 4. So I was like, why would I watch it? You already just told me what happens. I understand what people are saying, even though diehard fans might refute it. It is not as bad as Game of Thrones, but I understand what people mean when they compare it to the Game of Thrones ending as far as like fulfillment.
Comparing it to the Game of Thrones ending.
A lot of people are comparing it to Game of Thrones in the sense that a lot of things were basically left untouched. A lot of their most interesting storylines. Think Jon Snow and his showdown with the Night King, and then that never happening. There's a lot of things like that where it's like they introduce these concepts and then abandon them in the final season. Now she found it.
I did.
She really just had to.
And that's the skull in his chesticles. Anyway, no, I intended to pull up my conversation with Coy on that actual subject, but before I get to that, because I do think that you have a very strong point, and I think there are actually 3 different point of views that I'd love to hear from regarding Stranger Things. Someone who hasn't, Jordan, you still have not caught up, watched it, have no interest. So that mine of watching it as a binge, which not a lot of people got to do. You know, people grew up with the show, they sat with the show, they waited for the show, and that gives you a different kind of feel in watching the finale. And then there's me, who sat and binged it all in one sitting, and what that did to the experience. So I do want to get those different points of view. However, Adam, this is for you. So in watching, what is his face?
He was trying to count how long you would have to watch 5 seasons.
Goes, because Jordan, you're an outsider, you didn't watch it, right? You go, yeah. And then you went, somebody like me who binged it all and then like sat there the whole time and watched it, you know, and saw it that way. And then
versus someone who sat with the show for a very and waited for the show
and grew up with it. She's talking about you.
But then we binged it, and then somebody like me who binged it, and I was like, "Did you just?"
I did.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, read the thing.
Important. So this is for Adam. This is for Adam specifically. So this is in regards to the last, what I thought was the end of Stranger Things. Come to find out, there was still 58 minutes left. What the fuck was that? So this is after, spoiler alert, Vecna. First of all, I got so many comments. I need to make sure I'm centered and focused. Okay, here we go. Thursday because I watched it the next day. I watched it the November 1st. Thursday at 2:25 p.m. What a devastating ending. He's valedictorian? I'm bawling. Who gave Karen and Nancy those fuck-ass haircuts? Ew. Also, Joyce had no role/job in the raid. Was literally just there to get her steps in. Oh my god, the confetti's like the dust from the Upside Down, but this time it's good. Stacy's back. Who cut their hair? The hell is happening to Jonathan? Who the fuck made Steve a teacher? He's dumb. If the show went on next season, he'd be sleeping with one of his students. Oh my god, this rooftop scene, I'm running out of tears. Are they setting a spin-off with Robin's uncle? What the fuck is this? It's been 18 months and you're finally going on your date. You didn't answer my question. You didn't answer mine. Do we finally get the payoff? I guess we did. But then I sent him a voice memo and it basically said, this is a fuck-ass show if they really think Joyce is a gold girly, because he gave her a gold ring. I also complained about the size of the ring, and then in that voice memo also commented, oh wait, he's poor. How is
what about love?
Is Elle gonna find you if you leave? Because they were gonna move away. Really, D&D is better than making, because like at the end of graduation, a bunch of girls were like, hey, you should come to our party. Mike, the cheekbones, was like, no, I've got a better idea, which is literally not that. The point was they were making friends, like that, they making friends beyond themselves. Anyway, they decided to play D&D instead. I said, really? D&D is better than making new friends, which was the whole point of Dustin's graduation speech. I said, the sorcerer is Elle. Is this telling us that Elle is coming back? A portal? Because I thought she was going to like bust through and come back. She did not. The Knight and the Zoomer are the best part of this show. That's Dustin and Sadie, your little spider trio. I said, I'm crying. Oh my God, a gay bar? Yes, a writer. I fucking knew she was alive. Oh my God. Callie, that bitch. 11, where you at? Bitch, show up. Oh my God, gasp. Oh my God, 3 waterfalls. Oh my God, I believe. And that was the end. I then also took a photo of the books and was like, bitch is 11. I like circled the I. I said, I'm not well. I said another thing. Where the fuck were the Demogorgons and Demodogs when Vecna was struggling for his life?
That's what I heard all across.
Yeah. And that was the last thing I said. I said, and another, I literally stopped for 4 hours and then came back and said, and another thing. Where the fuck were the Demodogs?
You meant Lucas and Max?
Yeah.
No, I called them because they call them the Zoomer and the...
Well, she's
Lucas
including
and Max.
Dustin. She's calling Dustin the Peter Parker. Because you said Spider Trio, so he's saying Lucas and Max because Miles and Gwen.
We're the third.
All right. Anyways,
so that's
viewer.
how I felt. That's how I felt about watching that finale. Just I'm gonna quickly 2 seconds. What I felt about the show is going to be so different than what you felt about the show. You grew up with the show. I ignored the show. Sitting and binging it, you find so much fault with this show. I still cried a lot because I get the emotional struggles that they went through because shit was rough, but like little things felt gimmicky and it felt very formulaic. And I got so tired of them being like, wait a minute, guys. Hear me out. Okay, if this ketchup bottle is us, like they did that 4 fucking times in the season, the last season. It was just dumb.
If this ketchup bottle is us, is hilarious.
No, I swear to God, if this ketchup bottle is us, and the salt shaker is Vecna, then and they would use props or like I think Robin did it with some records. Like they just kept doing the same thing that they knew worked instead of coming up with fresh new ideas, and it's fine, but you just kind of have to let the show fall on you rather than being able to sink into the show. But that's my opinion. I thought it was fine. Adam?
It was a lot just to say it was fine.
You're welcome. I'm a storyteller. I'm Mike.
Okay.
I have one question. How bad did you cry? Because I know you cry at things.
Like a little bitch.
I didn't say that. We're not doing that. Men can cry in 2026.
I didn't say he couldn't cry. Just
but
don't be a little bitch about it.
Like criticize them if they do and call me.
I actually am
criticizing you. A little
you
bitch is a good thing. That's not a bad thing, Adam.
So when you cry and be like, "Oh, you bitch."
No, you call me you masochistic. Macho man.
That's that's a long word. Masochistic.
That's not happening.
All right.
I did at the end only because the way I watched it was I watched the football game first. We lost, so I was pissed.
Oh my God! Why would you do that to yourself?
I started watching it pissed as shit. So like, I lost some emotion in like the first half, and then I got it back in the epilogue because like it really like started pulling on strings. Because like last night when I was talking about this, this is like I grew up at that time. Like I remember some of that stuff. Even though I was a little younger still, like I remember the late 80s when they were graduating and things like that. And I remember the haircuts and the style and all that. And it very much reminded me of my childhood. So it was like, I remember going on adventures with my friends, like doing dumb things like that of like thinking we were going somewhere and doing stuff. So like it kind of tugged a little bit on some emotions.
I too lived in the time period of coming home when the street lights came on. Okay. You're not alone.
I was just giving my opinion. I'm sorry, my opinion. You thought it was.
She was just telling you you're not alone.
You're not alone. Jesus Christ.
She didn't want you to feel old.
I was just giving my opinion. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Jasmine and I.
Not everything needs to be about me, sure. But not everything needs to be a fight, Adam.
wasn't fighting anything. I was telling you.
So the street lights coming back on.
But anyways,
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I thought it answered all the questions that Stranger Things fans who had sat with it for years wanted. Like, to be fair, fuck Vicky, nobody cares. Like, it was always going to be a fling. It was never going to be a real thing.
Okay, I hear you, but she also was in. It's not even about them dating anymore. It's that you're abandoning someone who you gave trauma to. And that's not fair. I think that's what we find the most offense to, is that you did not have to bring Vicky into the shit, but you did. You made that conscious choice to tell her everything, to bring the drama to her. And then you said,
Vicky was her first girlfriend. She was going to.
I don't mean as a girlfriend. I just mean as a human being. You're not going to sit there.
The only reason she did it was to explain why she was ghosting her the entire time.
You didn't have to do that.
You could blowing off the dates.
You could have just then we've seen that happen in other shows where they
Mark and Amber all over again.
Mark and Amber, where you're just like, I'm not going to tell you, but I will.
Fuck Amber and fuck Vicky. I don't know what to tell you. Like, nobody cares. It was good. I enjoyed the rooftop with the four. I thought it was fucking wild that Jonathan was like, let's meet in the middle in Kentucky, when that's nowhere in the middle. I enjoyed the.
They didn't know geography well back then.
Apparently.
I also don't know algebra, so I'm not going to weigh in on that.
Indiana's right above Kentucky. So. And
isn't one of them going to New York?
Yes, most of them are going to New York. So we were talking about meeting in the middle. So meeting in the middle kind of would be Philly, but it's more on the New York side than the Philly side, or than the Indiana side.
Just meet in California.
Does this show take place in the Midwest?
Yeah, it takes place in Indiana.
Oh, okay. Middle of bumfuck nowhere. Got it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the epilogue insanely. I thought it was really, really good. Knew 11 was going to survive as soon as 8 basically gave her the speech at the lab when she was dying. I enjoyed everything about it. I thought it was 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it last night.
You're not going to sit there being a God-fearing Dominican-fearing man and tell me that you agreed that Joyce was a gold girly. You were not going to sit here being a man who went ring shopping for a woman and tell me that you were happy with the fact that he got Joyce a gold wedding.
I'm gonna make it even worse for you right now. So it does not matter, because not for nothing, judging Hopper on how much finance he has and what ring he picked, wild. Second of all, Joyce was broker than him. So I don't know what bullshit you're talking about.
Broker?
She was doing fucking
Joyce was broker than him.
She was real struggle. She was
fucking Christmas lights.
We're beyond that. This is season 4. Joyce. She's selling encyclopedias now. Okay, she got a new job.
She left to go to Russia and come back as a fugitive. Anyway,
doesn't matter. She can pick it up again. She got
Hopper
money.
Her a ring, which, by the way, is the same ring from Jonathan, and it's the same ring.
Jasmine, when I tell you right now, I need you to make this argument so hard on TikTok so that the engagement can just go crazy, because you really feel strongly about this.
I feel so fucking strongly, because it's like, it felt like such a whim. Like he just went to the store and was just like, I don't fucking know her.
Because
it was the 80s. I think that they didn't give a fuck.
Oh, people always give a fuck. People, that is such a big thing to know.
Hey, Jordan, you know who gives a fuck? People in California.
What the fuck does that matter? Yeah, we care.
That is just so no, because like you are so genuinely passionate about this whole ring thing.
Because Nancy is a gold girly. She was wearing gold the whole show. Joyce, only silver. Only fucking silver adorned her body. And you're gonna sit here and tell me that you didn't pay attention that hard?
You were the only person who can make I just see a great thing happening with
Jordan,
you going
stick
in
with me,
about
stick
this.
with me on this, right? Jordan, you and I, right? We've saved the world a couple of times. I've saved your children
A
multiple
couple
times,
of
right? And I
Like,
can't wait to
you're
spend the rest of
you're
my
making
life
my
with you.
point. We
Here's
have
my
been through
ring,
it. I
and
know
you look
you.
at me and you're like, "You broke bitch. This is half a carrot."
You're paying attention to the wrong thing. Fine. Put the fact that it's a small diamond aside.
I'm about to say she did kind of change what her point is. Why wasn't it silver?
That point is there. It's just not
Well,
the.
what does it matter?
Because how embarrassing is it going to be after they get home and have sex later? How embarrassing is it going to be when she's like, "Listen, man, nah, that was great. I like when you flipped me like that was fun. However, where did you buy this?" And first of all, it doesn't fit. That's number one. Number two,
It shouldn't. It was
you
made for
saved
fucking Nancy. It was made for Nancy.
Oh my god.
Ooh, listen.
Oh,
She loses it.
I'm about to start crying.
Tosses it in. Oops.
Jasmine,
Get out.
I'm so serious. I could be wrong. This feels like some shit that would go viral on fucking TikTok and Twitter. Like,
Because
you are
people
so serious.
care.
You are so serious, and I love how serious you are about this.
I'm like that little black girl serious. I'm
My God.
What is her
She
name? You know
stopped.
she would pick the right ring.
She stopped and said, "You're not gonna tell me." As a true fan of this show, that you took it all the way back to this woman wearing gold.
Nancy's ring for truths.
To tie it.
If that really is, hold on. Final point. Was it really Nancy's or Jonathan's ring? Because if so, I'm gonna go back to my original point of Batman Poe.
It looks like the same ring, but like it could have been because Jonathan didn't have much money. It could have been like a department store ring, which at that point they're mass produced anyways, like a Walmart, or at that point probably like Macy's, Penny's, something like that. Hearts, I don't know, something like that. It probably was bought like that. I mean, Jasmine, I know you don't understand the Midwest and you don't understand, like, you know, poor folk problems over there. But like that's a normal thing. Getting a ring just to solidify that I love you and you love me, we're gonna spend the rest of our lives together, and the love is the only thing that matters, is a real thing. It's called real romance, not bullshit.
Characterization.
But also, knowing your partner, there's only two options. There's gold or silver, my God. Oh, well, nowadays there's more options, but back then there was only two options: gold or silver. You got a 50-50 chance, and you've been with this person for so long. I bet he doesn't even know when Mike's birthday is.
November 6th.
Oh, the same day that everybody was concerned with. To tie it all up, as someone who hasn't watched any Stranger Things and has loved watching this from the outside looking in, Adam, I love for you that you find it a 10 out of 10. I would love to watch you have a conversation with other people who also watched it all the way through, like who watched it growing up, who didn't find it to be 10 out of 10. Because I feel like calling, just my personal opinion, calling something a 10 out of 10 is like, it is flawless. And it sounds like you love it despite the flaws, which is
definitely one fucking
different.
Flaw.
Matt's multiverse on TikTok, he had a really good video just kind of talking about some of the things where it's like that they just like, for example, biggest one, music was apparently a really big thing all the way up to season 4, and then they just like abandoned it in season 5, basically.
They abandoned it. They just repeated the same shit.
Yeah, we went up the hill all of season 5 again, fucking repetitive.
Running up that hill,
and then we got Purple Rain, which I get everyone's argument of using Purple Rain, but I heard nobody argue when they did Purple Rain at the end of fucking Titans in like season 3.
What do you mean argument of Purple Rain?
We're arguing that like Purple Rain when it came out meant something. It was so epic and it was such a huge thing, and I get that. And then their argument was how dare they use it for this show and that they got the rights for it and all that stuff. And I'm like, they use it at the end of a fucking live action Titans show when it was raining purple fucking ooh outside. Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say, see, I didn't hear that sentiment about using it. I heard good sentiments about using Purple Rain.
I've heard ones, but it's like I get the argument because the people are making the argument. It was a cultural argument, and I understand that, and it's fine. I get it. but have the same argument that it was used like
Well,
6 years ago.
I think the problem is people actually watch Stranger Things. People fell off of that live action Titans. It wasn't
What
even an
is this
HBO
live
show.
action Titan show you guys are talking about?
Are you being serious, or are you just saying that you've wiped it from your memory? Oh, okay, right. Yeah, it was when DC Universe was a streaming service.
With Alan Richardson
That
as
thing.
Hawk.
I don't know
Yeah.
names. Don't even try with that. You could have just said Black Starfire was there. I'd be like,
Black
okay.
Starfire, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Starfire. The other thing I would say, I know people's argument too was like, if Eddie died in season 4, like basically Eddie should have lived if they could survive everything that happened in season 5. They were like, Eddie should have lived.
You know what I really appreciated about this show was the D&D undertone throughout. Like, I know that D&D at the beginning, it was like, D&D, like very focused, but it kept that undercurrent. And I saw this theorem about Eddie actually being alive, because in D&D, the Vecna character has like a subordinate who is
the vampire.
Yeah, the vampire. And so there was this whole like, and I don't know, maybe there was a plot or a plan for that, for him to be the vampire, where it's like working back and forth with Vecna, because the way that Eddie died was that he was eaten and bitten by bats. And so it all like played into it and all was there. And I really appreciate that, regardless of whether it did happen or it didn't happen. I know someone was like, well, let's just do this. And then if we decide to use it, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really
because of D&D. Yeah.
I appreciate all of the extra little forethought of D&D that went into this, because D&D is complicated and there's too much that you can do in D&D, which makes it very overwhelming. And this is a very palatable way for people to approach D&D.
Eddie dying had nothing to do with D&D. Eddie dying had everything to do with Dustin's male figures in his life.
What?
I'm just saying. So the character Dustin in there, Gayton, the kid with the two front teeth and the curly hair. Anyways, great on Broadway, by the way. Super talented. Anyways, in the show, he has no dad, and it's never referenced. It's never anything. It's just him and his mom. And in season 1, one of his best friends gets taken, right? And then he's got to figure things out. Then season 2, there's this constant thing, Jordan, of like every time he finds some sort of happiness, either the boys push him away because they have girlfriends and he doesn't, or they're doing things and like he's trying to give them the answers and they're like, no, you stop, you're an idiot, but he ends up being right. And then Eddie is the only person that actually genuinely cares about him, no matter his flaws or whatever. He just loves him for him and defends him and saves his life and protects him, which was supposed to be Steve, but Steve pushed him away because Dustin was broken over the fact that Eddie died protecting him. And then Steve and him came together at the end, towards the end, and made up for it. And basically it was just, I love Dustin's character arc that he had of like trying to figure out a male figure in his life and who he needed to be, because all he had ever had was his mom, and his mom was like, not like this is what you need to do and stuff. She's one of those.
She was very like weepy and like
not strong,
attentive. She's not strong, and she was like only attentive when he was there, but like still allowed him to like, okay, I'm at the door, bye. Like she wasn't a very strong mom.
Present.
She was present, but when she was present, she was like, my babe. She was just like floundering.
Present, but not helicopter present.
Yeah. It was someone that you wanted to not be around.
I'll wrap the Stranger Things thing with, by the way, Adam, none of that detracted from the D&D aspect at all, but thank you for the character analysis. Like,
no, it was important because Eddie is such a controversial character, and not controversial, but like important, but also controversial. He's a little bit on where he lands in the hierarchy of importance. And some people feel like he was a throwaway character because he was kind of just in there. Stay hydrated, motherfuckers. I didn't even drink. There's a little just floundering on the hierarchy of Eddie, on whether or not he was actually significant or if he was just there to further the plot of season 2, 3, I think 2.
Eddie was season 4.
He was only in season 4?
I think he was season 3.
Oh,
Season 4. Billy was season 3 with Max's
Oh yeah. Well, Billy was season 2 and then season 3.
Right.
And then 4 was Eddie
Hmm?
and Chrissy.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this.
You
I
know
only
what
know that
really
'cause of
pissed me
TikTok.
off about finally getting to that part? That's episode 1.
It really, and
That
in like
was
the first like
episode 1.
15 minutes.
Yeah. And then it was done.
I mean,
And
that's
I was
usually
like,
how it goes.
y'all. But I mean, it was episodic back then, wasn't it? Or was it dumped?
No, it was dumped.
It was always dumped.
Everything was always dumped. The
Crazy.
only reason
They
this was
refused. They
broken up in
refused to do
volumes-
so.
Yeah, the only reason this was broken up in volumes is because the Duffers wanted to do episodic. Netflix said no, we're doing binge, and then they were like, let's figure something out. And so Netflix wanted to end it in 2025 because it would be middle of January when this ended. So they said nope, we need this done. So they broke it into 3 pieces.
The volumes. Well,
Okay.
And now January
love-
you get the behind the scenes episode.
Conformity Gate. I love that y'all love Stranger Things so
I didn't
much.
say
You
I
know,
loved it. I never said I loved it. At no point did
I
say
love
that
that the
loved it.
massive. You know what? If y'all like it, I love it. I still get comments to this day. You should really watch. Why? I know
The
everything that
zeitgeist?
happens.
I think you should watch it. Well, there's things that you can find enjoyable in the show. Like I said, I appreciate certain elements. I don't know why Nancy was gadded up for the entirety of the show. She
Oh, gotcha. I did hear. Why the fuck can she hold her own with military men?
I
That's
just
That's Nancy
didn't-
overcompensating from what happened season 1 and from 1 to basically 3.
she lost a friend. Who the fuck didn't in this show? Like,
I think the problem was like Nancy's life, right? Like, remember not episode 1, well, it might have been episode 1, when she goes to Steve's house
sure.
and she's like, no, and then all of a sudden she gives. And
She was never no. She wanted that. She
I get it.
absolutely, because she literally was like, hey, Barb, you should just go. I'm about to fuck this guy I said I wasn't going to fuck. Can you just go?
Correct. And then
She at no point says no, but for some reason now she's got to be tanked up.
no, so I think it's her arguing with herself of like, I need to be able to protect my family, protect me, protect stuff. And in doing so, she was like, I'm just this reporter and things aren't getting done. I was this and things didn't get done. And then it was like, I'm done with this. And she's almost like arguing with herself that she has to be like this because the writing didn't do anything. Her just being normal didn't do anything. And she needed to she overcompensated like her being.
She's definitely
over.
overcompensating, but I think the
Right.
problem is that she sees Steve being doted on and being admired by the kids. Whether she's throwing it on him or not, that's a man in a leadership role. She sees Jonathan constantly in a leadership role. Like, his parents are constantly like, hey, you got to watch. Like, it's very much a masculine role. She is just obnoxious. She wants so badly to be seen as important that she's, like you said, overselling it, overdoing it, overcompensating, and it's giving the opposite effect. Like, even that moment where they're about to go fight fucking Vecna in not the Upside Down or the Prism or whatever they called it, in the Abyss, in the yellow place, and her brother, who is about to go to his fucking death, is like, hey, Nancy, can I too get a gun so that I can keep myself safe and protect myself? And she's like, yeah, and gives him a fucking flare gun. How selfish do you need to be that your ego is so big that you have to risk your brother's life? Like, just to keep that machoistic attitude.
It's like, she was more like, I know you need something, but I don't want you to hurt yourself. You've never used a gun.
Well, then you take a fucking second and you teach him. You show him where the safety is. Everyone knows how to pull the trigger.
They didn't have a second. They had 48 minutes left in the show. Okay.
Fair enough. My bad. You right.
Well,
You right.
again,
we needed that extra few minutes to
that was
what?
an
Be like,
argument we
hey
had last
guys,
night
look
about
over here.
I know Jordan's not going to get this one, but like, it was an argument last night we had about like the Will coming out speech. Like, why did he have to do it in front of everybody? Why couldn't it have been more personable with like his mom and brother and then like the boys and then like other people? And I said that like it happened because he wanted to make sure when he went to go fight, there was nobody that didn't know about it. And it just had to happen because everyone was there. He ripped the Band-Aid off and told everybody. rather than like doing that, because each speech would have been like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And
Right.
you're adding all those into the episode, and then the episode is like 3 hours long.
But the argument that Vecna was making, and this is the last thought because we do have to wrap this up. The argument that Vecna was making was never that he couldn't make the speech. It was that after he made the speech, years later, you would be alone. And regardless of them all sitting together at that round table being like, you have me and me and me and me and me today, but I'm about to be in Cincinnati at this gay bar making new friends. I might abandon you guys. Like that was never the point. The point that Vecna was making wasn't that you couldn't do it. It's that after you do it, you would be alone. And I just think that I agree with you in that we don't need the round table. We just needed him and Mike. We just needed him, Mom, and Jonathan. I think those three, and it would have been fine.
Oh, no, I thought it was everybody. I didn't think it was just the three. I thought it had to be everybody for the episode, for it to make sense.
Well, you've been wrong.
Back to the time, though. Really, they defeated the Mind Flayer in 3 minutes and 15 seconds, so they couldn't waste any with teaching how to use a gun.
Alive.
I'm just fucking with y'all. Let's not actually dive into what I'm saying.
Still very much alive. There's still more Stranger Things to come.
Well, the
Conformity gate.
The spinoff is the, so everyone's gonna have to see the play, but the spinoff they're doing is The Rock, Jasmine. It's part of the play.
The beginning. It's a prequel.
Right, it's the prequel of the play. Technically, it's like how they actually ended up in the abyss and the Navy and stuff, and Brenner's dad finding this and like working on it, but it killed him. So that's why Brenner's like, since a kid.
Who's Brenner?
The doctor, Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, Papa. They also have to find a way to get the play to everybody because the play was only accessible to certain people, so not everybody has even seen the play.
Still going?
Yeah, I see it in like 3 weeks.
Oh, sick.
It's here in New York.
Type shit.
Well, there's lots to come. Lots to see, lots to do, lots happening.
In 3 days, best show last year comes back. Pit.
I don't know which. Oh,
I didn't like The Pit. I couldn't get into it. I did start watching
get into it, yeah.
Pluberus or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard good things.
I started watching the first episode and I was like, oh, this is the host. That 2010 dystopian the movie. It's very cute. It's like a rom-com. It's like a rom book. It was like during
It's
the
like
like
a rhombus. It's like a rhombus. Got it.
It's a rhombus, yeah. It was a show about aliens coming and taking all the people and like making them. It's the host. The show is the host.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right, Asta Pasta.
He's like, I'm just gonna say it since you won't.
Goodbye, friends. I'll talk to you all later. I hope you have a great rest of your.
Subscribe.
Yes. Hit all the buttons, do all the things.
Oh,
and we'll talk to you
2026.
guys later. Goodbye.
Peace.